Hi, my name is Masandi. I'm from Congo. Um, Grew up in Congo and then, born in Congo and grew up here in the UK. I came when I was 10 years old, so we're talking about 23 years ago. It was based around political reasons why we moved here, to be honest. I came quite young, just before, if a year just before the president was murdered in Congo. So we moved here, settled here, because my dad used to work quite high up in government in Congo, well, in the military in Congo. There was a lot of uncertainty, so it was best for us to leave at the time. So we came as refugees. Came when I was 10, went to school, primary school here, and now I teach digital marketing, public relations communications at apprenticeship level. Challenges, language barrier was the major one. So I didn't speak a word of English. I spoke French, and when you're young and you're trying to communicate with people, and you're just looking at it thinking what you're saying, that was one of the challenges. Culture challenges was another one as well. Obviously, being black, we are set with our own cultures, and especially when coming from Africa, you come from a very vibrant, and everybody gets to know each other, everybody talks to each other. To everybody's like looking at you, thinking like you're different, kind of attitude. So those are the two main challenges I've faced quite a lot. And then there's also the racial barrier, the racial discrimination. I also felt that I faced quite a lot of that growing up as well. So those were the main challenges I felt, and lucky for me, I was able to battle through quite a lot of it. Some of it not so well, got me into a lot of trouble, but all the time you just able to walk to carry on. My favorite word at the moment is resilience. The resilience potentially is what helped me push through. There were times where it took me a long time for me to be able to manage that first. I did what we normally do is fight back. So fist on fist and everything else that comes with that. Then I learned that got me into trouble, a lot more trouble than it would, because I didn't ever deal with the situation correctly, or I just let my emotions take the best of me. So I learned to control my emotions. I learned to manage the situation and know when to have my battles, and also how to deal with specific situations as well. So that's potentially what's helped me through. And also playing football was a major thing as well. I think a lot of people kind of started looking at me differently because I could play a little bit of football. So they wanted me back past the team. And from that, I end up having people backing me up at times. Now, when something happened, I'll have like a little mini crew around me to be able to offer what you doing kind of attitude. So I think that's kind of helped me settle in. Then as I got older, Taste of Africa, another thing that's also taught me to be able to manage situations and how to deal with situations correctly. I potentially could talk about last year's challenge. I think that's, as a black person, that was it. That for me is a success story, because I don't think there are many black people that decide to walk the whole length of the country in 43 days by themselves. Because that was a challenge in itself. Because especially going from one town where you are the only black person you see, like, for quite a while, and then then you get to another area where you fall. And there's be a bit of diversity culture. You're like, oh wow, I see black people, and then so I think that's one of my greatest achievement. I think it's also one of the most challenging things I've also ever done as well. And I've been able to look back the videos I've taken now and look at the bit of the like a look back on what it was a year ago, and then just being able to see what I've been able to achieve with that was fantastic. And also being able to support back home as well, because major thing for me has always been to invest back home. It's all great being here, and I've been lucky enough to be educated in this country, and I've built a little something in this country. However, for me, it's always been like the all roads leads back home for me. So it's been able to invest in young people back there, invest a little bit of money back into the country, and just be able to do a little thing back home. So that's for me, is potentially as a black person, some of my successes. So back home, I work with orphans. Last year, like I've mentioned, the work last year, I raised over £10,000, which has gone into supporting orphans in Congo that have not had the privilege that I've had in this country to go to get educated, the way I have in this country. So now we pay for the schools. The school fund is their school fees is funded for until they're ready to go to university. I've also been able to fundraise the money to get clean water in the property for them as well. Open another like a water well, which is also going to support like a community back in Congo as well. So those are some of the things I've done back home. Yes, be proud of yourself. Be proud of your color. Be proud of who you are. I think it's easy for us to want to become like a million and just kind of like fall on the back and just not have to worry about being seen or being that the person that everybody looks at. But be proud of yourself. Like if I didn't get to a point where I celebrated who I am as a person, or I was happy or comfortable who I am as a person, I don't think I would have achieved everything that I've achieved. So I definitely would say like do be proud of yourself, and also always try to look at ways at also supporting your own community. The community can only grow if we invest back into it. So definitely is something I would advise anybody to do, is support your community in a way, shape, or form. Doesn't mean you have to give money. Your time, it be something that you can give. A little bit of your experience of what you've been able to go through as a young person. You have got experience. You have experience as a young person. What you may want to change, what you want to adapt, what you want the next generation look like. You have got a voice. Utilize your voice. So don't be afraid to do that.